In the quiet town of Ashwood, back in 2012, a 7-year-old boy named Ethan sketched a picture of his family gathered around the dinner table. His older sister, Maya, then 16, stumbled upon the drawing one afternoon while tidying his room. Everyone was there: their mother, father, the family dog Rufus, and their tabby cat Luna. But there was one unsettling detail: a shadowy figure seated on the floor behind the table. The man wore dark clothes and had wild reddish curls that seemed almost to glow in the dim light of the drawing. Curious, Maya asked Ethan who the mysterious man was. He just shrugged, lips pressed tight, and whispered, "I'm not allowed to say." Their parents dismissed it as a child's fantasy, nothing more. But soon, strange occurrences began to unsettle the household. Maya overheard Ethan talking softly in his room when no one else was there. One evening, she found small green candies scattered on his bedroom floor, candies their mother never bought. When pressed, Ethan refused to say where they came from, even after being grounded. That night, as the clock ticked past his bedtime, Maya crept to Ethan's door. She heard his voice again, low and urgent. Heart pounding, she peeked inside and saw Ethan standing by the open window, speaking to a man outside. The figure was climbing up the wall, his dark clothes blending into the night, curls catching the moonlight. Maya screamed, and the man vanished into the shadows. The police were called, and under their questioning, Ethan finally broke his silence. The man had warned him to keep quiet, promising he wouldn't return if Ethan told anyone. He had first approached Ethan outside, offering the green candies, then came back with more after Ethan showed him which window was his. The man climbed in to bring treats and play with Ethan's toys. Now, the family lives with the chilling question: who was this visitor, and what did he truly want? In the autumn of 2015, in the small town of Willow Creek, a mother named Claire shared a chilling story about her 6-year-old son, Lucas. Night after night, between the hours of midnight and dawn, Lucas would burst into his parents' bedroom, tears streaming down his face, whispering about a presence lurking in his room. He described a dark figure that emerged silently from his closet, standing motionless at the foot of his bed. The closet door, which Lucas insisted had been closed moments before, was always found mysteriously ajar when his parents checked. At first, Claire and her husband, Mark, reassured him by searching the room, but the fear in Lucas's eyes only deepened. Determined to understand what haunted their son, they asked him to draw the figure. What Lucas sketched was haunting: a shadowy, grudge-like silhouette looming at the foot of his bed, and a second, even more unsettling shape staring in from the window. When pressed, Lucas whispered that sometimes the figure wasn't by his bed at all, it was watching from the window instead. Terrified and desperate, Claire and Mark moved Lucas into a spare bedroom across the hall and without a large closet. But even then, the nights offered no peace. Lucas continued to wake up trembling, haunted by the unseen visitor that no one else could see. The drawing still hangs in Claire's home, a grim reminder that some shadows refuse to fade, no matter how far you run. In the quiet suburbs of Maplewood, a young woman named Jenna was hired to care for an 11-year-old boy named Caleb while his parents were away for the week. From the moment she arrived at the old brick house on Elm Street, Jenna felt something was off. Caleb was unusually silent and withdrawn, his eyes often fixed on the collection of toy guns scattered throughout the living room. One restless night, Jenna was jolted awake by the faint creak of her bedroom door. She opened her eyes to see Caleb standing motionless in the doorway, his expression unreadable. Heart pounding, she quickly shut the door, and he vanished down the hall. The next afternoon, while Caleb was absorbed in video games in the basement, Jenna decided to explore his room for the first time. Papers and sketches littered the floor. Among them was a chilling drawing of a handgun. But what truly froze her blood was a small booklet stapled together, titled The Babysitter. Inside, Caleb's hatred was laid bare. The first page called Jenna ugly and AE nerd. On the next, he wrote, "I think I'm going to have to kill her," accompanied by drawings of himself spying on Jenna. One terrifying image showed him reaching for a kitchen knife while Jenna was distracted in the kitchen. The final page depicted Jenna asleep in bed, while Caleb stood nearby clutching a knife behind his back. The caption read, "She caught me sneaking into her room. I have to be quieter next time." Shaken, Jenna returned to the room and found a small kitchen knife resting on Caleb's nightstand. She took photos of the drawings and the knife, then immediately called Caleb's parents. At first, they dismissed her concerns, but soon realized the gravity of the situation. They arranged for Caleb's grandmother to take over his care. Jenna left the house that day, never reporting the incident to the authorities, but she urged the family to seek professional help for Caleb. The memory of those drawings and the silent boy at her door haunted her long after.